make a small payload, all you can bring back. Put a what?
They could have brought a truck full of it all.
Pop, you heard any good jokes lately? Huh?
Pop!
What?
He said not around children. I'm
What?
a fish.
What is it?
I'm a mermaid. I have scales.
What?
It's always been skin. It's always been this way ever since I've been a baby. You know that? It's like I'm a little fish. I have, it's my skin. They can never go away.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know who Helen Keller is?
What?
Who Helen Keller is?
Helen Keller, the
Never
girl
seen
that's
the
blind.
blind.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know her personally.
Jeff's got a joke to tell you about her.
You know why Helen Keller's legs yellow? Her dog's blind too.
The dog is blind, too.
Her dog is blind. Her dog's blind too.
The pee-pee on her leg.
That's why her leg's yellow.
Pop. Pop, she's got a seeing eye dog. Helen Keller's got a seeing eye dog,
Yeah.
and the dog's blind. He can't find the fire hydrants.
Oh.
So using her leg.
Tell Jeff some of you barnstorming jokes. Yeah, you. I want to hear some. I haven't heard him in a while.
No, we won't got it. She won't sell her shirt.
You heard about that?
Streaker. Uh-uh.
Down there, we run that judge. Down there, you know what it's for? The organ. Not the organ.
What?
He said there was a streaker in Delaware. He was running down, they run into a church. And you know where they caught him? Caught him by the organ.
Oh! Bob Durham. I just caught that. I had to see.
I think Eddie get the big
Ma'am? Why? Oh, I know. That's a scary thought.
Did I tell y'all about the two preachers?
No, sir.
I don't
No,
think
what
so.
about him?
Tell him.
These two, one of them was a Methodist, the other was a Baptist, and there were, both of them was what you call single man, bachelor.
Bachelor.
Both of them was bachelors, and they both walked to church, you know, and they'd get there early and they'd talk. They'd ride bicycles, I mean, and they'd get there early and they'd talk, you know. And one morning, the Methodist preacher got there, and the Baptist preacher, he was late, real late, you know. When he got there, he was walking. And the Methodist preacher, it didn't work. What happened to the bicycle? He said somebody stole it from him. And I tell you, I know how you can get that bicycle back. He said, how's that? He said, just take your textile on the Ten Commandments. He said, when you get down to not steal, really go down on it. I mean, really preach about that to not steal. The next Sunday here, he come riding his bicycle up. We said, well, see, you got your bicycle back. Yep. Said, did you do what I told you? He said, well, since I started down in the Ten Commandments, and when I got to thou shalt not commit adultery, I remember where I left my bicycle.
These three preachers are out there a bowl of fishing. So they give out a bait, and the Catholic priest said, well, I'll go get some bait, you know. He made his sign, then down, stepped out of the boat, and went and got bait, bought a fine. So they give out a bait again. The Baptist preacher, he got up, he went I'll go and get the bait. He said a little prayer, you know, and he stepped outside the boat and went and got the bait and come back. There's old Jewish rabbi, he was in the down. He said, well, I guess it's about time they're going to get it. He said, yeah, it's your time. So he made his remarks, and he stepped out on the other side of the boat and went down. They reached in and pulled him back in. He said to himself, well, I got just as much faith as they have. I'm going to try it again. He said his little prayer, you know, stepped out, went down the second time. They pulled him back in. That Baptist preacher says, don't you think we better send the stepping stones to go on this side of the boat?
Oh, mercy. Where do you get all them things, Pop?
Where do you hear them at?
They were one tell me. I was picking out slats out of my cradle when I heard that.
Chicken slats out of your what?
The cradle.
The cradle.
I heard a joke on television that I when we had way back when I was a teenager, when I first heard it. And I had forgotten all about it till I heard it on television.
You ever hear that guy on from Louisiana talk?
The cooker?
Huh?
The guy that does that cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard him. He's crazy.
He says, I got a little joke on you. Says, this fella had a hound dog. He's a good bird dog. He just know a bird when it comes up just like that. So he said, no. He said, I'll bet you $5. And he said, I'll take that bet. So a little boy paid $5, the old dog got up and pawned it. He said, where is that boy? He said, did you have a bird for dinner? He said, no, sir. You got a bird in your pocket? No. That was that, they're giving me $5. He said, wait a minute. He said, what's your name, boy? He said his name was Bobolink.
Bobolink. Bob White.
Yeah.
His name was Bob White.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That old farmer
The
had
boy's
that
name was
mule.
Bob White, and the dog was pointing at him.
That's bad. That old farmer had that mule that would point birds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he told his neighbor, he said, I got a mule that'll point birds. They said, oh, you don't have no mule little point bird. He said, yes, I do. Carried him out there, boy, and he pointed about 2 or 3 cubs of birds for him. So his neighbor's going to buy it from him, you know, and going to give him $500 for it. So he gave him $500 for it and said, you better not let him get close to the creek. He likes to fish a lot better than point birds.
He told one that fella in the country down there said that they'd go in there and give them beer every morning, and said that fella came in. He said, "Well," he said, "I see the place looks better since you got reconditioned your place." I haven't reconditioned it. It always looked like that. He said, "No," said, "you got extra doors." He said, "No," said, "I got a back door, front door, all the doors we got." He said, "I'll bet you $5 you got both doors." He said, "I'll take it." He said, "All right, you got a back door and you got a front door." I said, "What's your name?" He said, "You know my name, it's every door." He had 3 of them, maybe. I said, "What do you call that down there?" He said, "That's the custard door down there." I said, "That's 4. He said, "Well, take the $5 and get out of here." So he said, "I got to get my money back." Guy came in. He said, "Well, how you like my place?" And changed up. He said, "That looks the same to me." He said, "I bet you $10 that I got more doors in there." He said, "No." He said, "I'll
Got
take
4
it."
doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, "All right, you got a back door and you got a front door. That's 2. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "You know my name is this door." He said, "All right, that's 3. I said, "What is that down there?" He said, "Here, take my $10 in there. Said, I'm going to get rid of that stick juice."
It's big too.
He said, "Thank you, look the door."
What a mess. Whew, I'm gonna sit over here. You wanna let them ladies sit
You're
over there?
darling of girl.
Let mom sit over there by Pop.
Cream of my eye. My dear little dream girl. I love you, hold you, Mom.
Sandra,
Sir?
you're good in English, aren't you?
Sometimes.
Well, which is correct? Is it 65 or 12 or 65? He is 12.
6 and 5 or 11.
Oh, it is. Smarty. She caught me. I was talking about English and you was mathematical thinking.
Pop, teach us that song you and Sandra was saying a while ago.
Sing it to us. Stephanie got mad because I sang it. Old Lady Mirage jumped in the fire.
Oh, live Mirage, jump and fire, fire was hot. Jump, pot, pot, black. Jump, crack, crack was white. Jump in the sky, sky was blue. Jump in the canoe, canoe was long. Jump in the pond, pond was deep. Jump, creek, creek was shallow. Jump, shower, shower was soft. Jump in the log was a rock. You jump in the car, and we spend the night.
Old Jeremiah was a fine old man. He washed his face in the frying pan. He combed his hair with a wagon wheel. Died with a toothache in his heel.
Get out of there.
Oh, there's a girl. Gotta get home.
Kicking
Just
you
her.
was a first class town. Kicking you what Casey was about. He cooked out in the open with a frying pan. Casey was a railroad man.
What was you singing in here by yourself a while ago?
Oh, days of old when knights were bold and barons they always slay. They fought the fight, but in the night their souls would pass away. The platted ring they wore was wet and crushed with gore. I've not forgotten now. They will the night that pass away. They fought the fight, but in the night their souls would pass away. The planet ring they wore was red and crushed with gold, but in the night they fought the fight. I done forgot it.
Mercy.
Thing that in school.
You did.
Yeah. You know, I'm a greater man than George Washington.
I
Really?
believe it.
They said he couldn't tell a lie, and I can and won't.
From what?
He said, I can, but I won't. George Washington couldn't tell a lie.
Oh.
He said, I'm a greater man than he is, because he said, I can tell a lie, but I won't.
Remember that time
Watch my feet in there when
we were on the porch and it was dark outside and they told us that if we turned off the lights on the porch and walked around in a circle and counted to 10, that if we turned around back there'd be 2 white cats following us.
Yes.
It did it.
Come here.
That mom stood over by Pop.
Bethany. Go over there. She's coming. She's come to tinkle.
Yeah.
They got your seat warm. Yeah, scoot all the way over to it.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, there you go.
What is it?
I'm gonna use this thing here in a minute. We're gonna take some pictures. I'm charging my battery on it.
Oh,
We're gonna take some pictures.
Rick,
Sir.
Mama's second cousin came from Louisiana.
You told me 5th cousin while we was at the house.
What cousin was it?
Huh?
Let's get it straight now. What cousin was it?
It was
Fifth?
Mama's, Mama's brother's
He told me 5th cousin at the house.
great grandson, what you call it.
Yeah.
Referred to his granny. The Mama's, it was old Mama's side.
Ah.
And his name is L.V. And that's all, you know. L.V. Fripp. And I asked him, I said, by the way, I said, have you ever traced out what that L.V. stands for? He said, low voltage.
He's a big old fat guy.
He is.
Oh, he's not so fat. He's not so fat, Mama.
I don't see why.
Oh, he's just stocky built, that's all.
260 pounds.
260 pounds, you don't call that
But
fat?
how tall is he?
About 5'5".
He's
Oh,
fat.
Oh, he's
He's,
almost tall as I am, Mama.
Oh, he ain't no 6 foot.
Well, I shook hands with him, I almost looked him dead in the eye.
Well, who's going to quibble about a few inches?
That's what I
He
think.
was,
What's 72?
Buzz was telling me that he was, deer hunting.
Yeah,
He fell out of a tree, wasn't it, Bud, climbing that.
he was a climbing tree and it slipped down and his ankle went sideways and fractured his ankle.
He's got 5 pins and a metal strip in his foot. I understood that he was going back home there, he was going to remove it in about 2 weeks.
Well, he's retired from the Army and then he was a deputy sheriff.
I don't know what to think.
He's retired from there now.
Well, it's going to never be cool. Hey, Pop. Do you know why they made Bear Aspirin's white?
Made what?
Bear Aspirin's
Bear.
white.
Bear aspirin's white.
Well, what? Oh, I guess.
If they'd have been black, they wouldn't have worked.
That's for sure.
That's mean.
That is mean.
Remember when Daniel told you about the police station?
What does it mean?
Who said if they'd have
What's
been black,
mean,
they wouldn't
Ricky?
have worked?
I don't know. That
You know,
joke.
Pop out there, you remember
What's
the
mean
Rodney
about it?
King beating, you know, where they
I
beat
mean,
the four
it's
white
just about right.
policemen beat
Yeah.
that black guy out in
Yeah.
LA? You know his name's Rodney King?
Yeah.
Well, you know, on all the police cars out in LA, they had M stickers, decals on the sides of the car. It says, "We're here to protect and to serve." Well, they made them take those decals off of the patrol cars. You know what they put on there? We're here to treat you like kings.
No. Go kill 'em, huh?
We're here to treat you like a king.
Oh yeah, we're here to treat you like a king.
Like a king,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's pretty
I
good.
just think we'll get charged up here in a minute. It's getting charged.
Is it?
Yeah, it'll be ready. A little bit we'll be able to.
What are you doing?
Charging his batteries up.
I got it plugged up to get that battery charged so we can take it outside here in a minute and get some pictures of everybody while we're all together.
Now you mean to tell me we gotta get up now and go outside?
No, in a little while. We got
Stevie, what was that joke you told at Weston Sizzler? I've been racking my brain trying to think of that joke. In fact, I was trying to even think something about it.
Not what,
You know what the heights of patience is?
The what?
Heights of patience.
There's a sparrow sitting on a horse with a fanny waiting for a hot lunch.
Lord.
Say it. I didn't hear you, Pop.
Said,
wait for a hot lunch.
Heights of patience.
The types of patients?
Hi.
height.
The heights of patients in a hospital?
No.
There's a sparrow
When he
sitting on a
misses.
horse's fanny waiting for a hot lunch.
Patient, darling. Be patient. You know what patience means?
what's the ultimate in
Don't you have any
patience?
patience? The height of the ultimate of patience. The best thing that shows you have patience is a sparrow sitting on the.
Just like it was with me this morning. I had patience.
Just waiting for them to.
Hello. Sorry, bud.
What?
Sorry, bus.
And I was
Blue
waiting.
bus.
And I was waiting for a hot lunch.
I didn't understand what he said. I thought he
The
said
high.
occupation. I was going, what, the occupation?
Give me my tea.
Pop, how old did you say you and Mom were?
Yeah, waiting on somebody to comment so he can sit in it. Is that what you're talking about?
No, he waiting on the horse to mess, the dookie.
So he can get his hot lunch.
Oh, well, see, I didn't hear the end of the joke.
That's right. She didn't hear because I was talking to her.
That was a joke.
How old did you say that you and Mom were?
85.
85.
86.
Daddy, you turned, Mama and you have turned to 86.
Mama be 86 in
This November.
Daddy, she was born 1906, right?
Right,
And you're 1907.
right.
All right, and it's
She's
90.
5 months older than I am.
If her birthday's November, she won't be 86 till November.
Till this November, that's right.
Well, they got them and I hadn't.
1906. So November of 1992, you'll be 86.
That's right.
You know, I went to school with her.
Pop will be. When's your birthday, Pop?
March
It was March.
25th.
He is 85.
25th.
You was 85, March the 25th of 1992. Okay.
Correct. And when's your anniversary?
July the 5th.
And how many years will you be married this year, this July?
68.
68 or 69?
Let's see, I figured 68.
What you said 69?
No, 69.
Yeah, you'll be married 69 years this July. You remember 2 years ago when we had the big cookout over at your house? We celebrated the 67th then. Because I ordered 67 balloons, remember?
Yeah.
So this
And
year
all
will
of them were popping before it cut time.
I thought that was a 65th, but
be...
Wait, you clocked that we gave you the 67 there.
Well, what year did you get married in? What year did you get
You
married?
don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know.
I know it's on a preacher's house.
It was.
Under a preacher's
Under a
house.
preacher's house.
1924.
So,
It did, was it up on stilts?
It was in the basement.
old preacher part.
I didn't know
I
that.
never will forget.
No.
1923.
What, did y'all have a honeymoon?
That married us.
Honeymoon.
Yeah, did you go on
We
a
ain't
honeymoon?
had a honeymoon yet.
With the
Hey,
church.
Mom,
You,
did y'all have a honeymoon?
No.
I
Why?
had 30 cents in my pocket when I got married. But I did have a job.
30
Where was
cents.
you working at?
30 cents back then was a
Continental
lot of money.
Where?
30 cents.
Continental Gym Company, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. And that night, I went to the store and I got me a cup pipe and a Coca-Cola and a hot dog, I think it was. And the Coca-Cola said, "You didn't get no tobacco." But the boy, he says, "I've got tobacco." So I said, "Okay." So I got back, he had that old homemade
Twist tobacco.
you know.
It was twist tobacco.
Yeah.
You know, tobacco leaves twisted.
And I packed that old cup pipe full of that. I took about 3 draws on it. Boy, I was just,
Drunk as a skunk.
That platted tobacco is what they're talking about. Platted. Those leaves are sort of like cigar leaves, and they take them and then they plat them. And brother, if you don't believe that stuff's strong, when you go pigeon forward, get you some of them.
yeah.
That guy's got some of them down there.
You feel like the old fellow went fishing, you know. He wasn't catching a cotton picking thing. He was drinking pretty heavy. He was, I don't think I'll go home and lick a big, just give out. He started off, you know, and a big old fish jumped in the boat. He fished him up and looked at him. He's not let me see you one thing. He said, "If you can't bite, you ain't gonna ride."
Hang on, lady.
He said if you can't bite, you're not gonna ride.
Well, that's where I was.
You have to tell Randy that one, Ricky. If you can't bite, you can't ride.
You know, the first time I went down to
What you so solemn about,
the
darling?
house to see Mama there, I'd been seeing on the passing, you know, and I talked to her. And the Mama said, "I'll tell you to be coming down around my house, young man." I said, "Let me tell you something, I don't take a day up from nobody." So that was on a Thursday. Saturday, I went to the house. She come out on the porch and said, "What did I tell you?" I said, "What did I tell you? I'm sitting here talking now."
who was this told you?
Mama
Granny.
Coley.
Granny told you?
Was it Granny or Mama Coley?
Granny Coley.
Oh, Granny.
Yeah, she said, "I tell you to
I didn't know
come
if
to
they
my
called her
house."
Mama
I
Coley's
don't
mama.
take a day off.
Papa always called her mama.
Said, I'll get even with you. I'll just marry your daughter.
Papa told her, well, said, I see your daughter won't be long before you'll have another son-in-law. Said, huh, you don't know what you're talking about, old man Durham. Papa and Miss Cole is about the same age at the time, you know. And sure enough, we got it.
You was a cute little fella, wasn't you?
What made you want to marry that
He
boy?
had the prettiest hair and little curls on his side, you know.
What happened to it?
Huh?
What happened to it?
It just come
Spit
out.
devil.
Mama can't rub it at
Hey,
all.
have you ever saw his picture, Ricky?
Yeah, I saw one where he had hair.
You look just like Harold.
Yeah.
He's had a half
Exactly like Harold.
moon. That's the only time I've ever seen
You
him.
mean
out.
Harold looked like him?
Huh?
You mean Harold looked like him?
Well, what's the difference? Both of them look alike.
Well, Pop come
I
first.
couldn't even, when I was going to school, I couldn't go to the bathroom. There was a teacher there, Mrs. Craig, I never will forget her. Come here, you got such beautiful hair. And she's sitting there in a lap, you know, and there I was swinging and turning, and bell rang, you know, to go back to the class. She said, let's go. I said, I'm going right there.
Mark, tell them about that football game you was watching and that fat woman sitting behind you.
Oh yeah. That fat woman there, she looked down there, saw my bald head. She thought it was a knee. She grabbed the dress and threw it over my head like choking.
Are you serious? What?
He was sitting in front of this woman on the He grabbed all over the dress. Said, what was the
She
dress?
thought it was her knees.
Oh, she thought her knees was showing. He grabbed her dress and threw it over Pop's head. Thought it was her knees.
Somebody choking to death.
Is it cute?
Did that really happen, Paul?
That's what it's saying here.
I was always saying it was happened.
It was over in Evelyn, Alabama. I went to the country church over there, and you know, they country church, they have the benches are made of 2x4s, and whoever made them cotton picking benches didn't know how to put them on. And there was the edges back, you know, it was hurt. It didn't have but one, that was the top. The rest of it was open. And I was sitting there, and here come this big old fat gal in there. She was broad. And I come right on up there. Instead of sitting on the seat, half of it got on my leg. Boy, I thought I was embarrassed, you know. And I come once that she
Your
would
leg was on-
understand and move. She kept that twisting, you know. So, regularly the old preacher said, well, we'll get up and sing it strong, you know. I said, thank God for this. Thank God. They stood up, you know. I slid out the back rail. I went outside and got in the bucket. I was saying, I felt like a paralyzed. I bet she weighed 250 pounds.
Oh,
And she had flour on her face.
flower.
Yeah, people in the country didn't have talcum powder. They use flour.
For
They
heat.
zap in their face.
Yeah.
You know,
and
out
spray
of their
that
face.
flour.
Pop, tell Jeff about standing up and singing, bringing in the sheets in the church.
Yeah.
That's about the first song you learned to sing, wasn't it?
Bringing in the sheets. Right.
He thought they were all singing sheets, and they was bringing in the sheets, and he stood up just as loud as he could, singing, "Bringing in the sheets."
I was kind of like the old father when, told this big gal, country boy, dated this gal.
Wait,
gal. And he said, you sure got pretty hide. She said, don't say hide, say skin. So they went to church that night, and they had that song there, hide me on my Savior hide. He was saying, he wanted to show off anyhow, He said, scared me off, baby, scared There's a little bit off as a girl was going to church, and she had a sister was a little bit off. She wanted to go. So mother told her that you can go, but you say whatever your sister says. So, yeah. So they went to church, and so they called on for testimonies, and she got up and said, "Oh, said, I'm so full of joy and sunshine this morning, because I feel just like a wine keg without a bungo."
Without a bungo.
So, as a sister,
Yeah, sweet. Stick the cork in
as
it.
a son or sister, they
Drop that
had Oh, says I'm so full of joy and sunshine this morning that I feel just like a wildcat without a... Oh,
A wild.
Wildcat without a what?
Oh.
How did you get the wildcat?
She said, "Why?" The first sister said a wine keg
Yeah, I understood that part
without a
of it.
bum hole.
Yeah.
The second sister said a wine keg without a
Wildcat without a hole.
daddy. That's my daddy.
You see what kind of daddy you got? Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jeff, that's my daddy. Oh, Lord.
That's
You
what-
know, everybody gets
my
around
nose.
him. Everybody gets around him. They get him back started on doing jokes.
Mom, you like them jokes.
Huh?
You know some. Tell us
I
one.
don't know no joke.
Yes, you do. As many as you've heard.
Mama don't ever tell jokes.
No.
Well, tell us some gossip then.
that was true.
This is truth. Listen.
What?
It was, the mayor used to get over wash stuff out in the yard, wash clothes.
On the rug board.
And
Truth ain't in him.
It just escaped his memory.
So this was, we had a case of smallpox broke out.
Hey, bunghole.
So police and doctor came up and I said, Annie, so where you live at? Yeah, I live over on the other side of town. Said, well, you'll have to get your shot in your precinct.
What?
Hey, get your shot in the precinct.
You know,
Precinct.
they had precincts, you know. She said, oh God. She said, what can I get a shot? What do you love me?
She wanted one in the arm where them other guys would get.
In her precinct.
And take it in
Get
your
your shot in
precinct.
precinct. She said, I had to get my
Oh, you gonna have
Told
Addie.
it, or was it Heather?
No, it
Seems
was
like
me.
one of them said, what was that? What was the name of that? Wasn't it something like that?
I don't think so. I don't remember what that was.
Well, she was telling Pop, and I thought she said, not like that, and it went in his face.
No, I did the bullfrog thing.
What? Tell me.
Wild mouth, the wild mouth.
That's it. That's it.
Wild mouth frog.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's it.
Tell me, and I'll remember.
What did the
There was,
devil?
okay, the wild mouth frog, just the mama frog had babies, and so the daddy frog was, going out to ask everybody, other animals, what to feed what do they feed their babies. So he went up to a horse and went, "There's a horse, what you feed your lady?" And the horse said, "Well, I feed my baby straw." And he went, "Okay, thank you." And so, time went on, and he went to
Cow.
a cow, and he said, "There's a cow, what you feed your lady?" He said, "Well, I feed my babies milk." He said, "Okay, thank you." So he went to a snake, and he said, "There's a snake, what you feed your lady?" He said, "Well, I feed my babies wild mouth frog." He went, "Oh, that's what I thought you'd say."
Oh, that's right. I thought it was something to do. Oh, yeah, this
And then the one Sandra told me about the troll,
is troll.
or the trolls and
Oh, the little bitty people.
Treads.
the trids,
The trolls on the bridge.
the trid and the
Silly bat.
yeah,
The silly what?
the babbit and the trids and the troll.
I don't recall that frog business.
Pop, how long did you work at Archie Husher Mill?
33 years.
33 years? What?
Yeah.
Tell me why you don't have driver's license and drive a car.
I never did apply for them.
You never did apply for them.
I applied when I had to do it. Old 50 do it. But back then when I had my Model T Ford, you didn't have to have a license.
I drove a tractor and trailer up and down these highways with that license for a long time.
Did you wreck it?
No.
What? No. I had blackout at the mill, and
You just quit driving then.
I just give it up.
Well, I told somebody you hit the bottle one time too many and had a wreck and just never did apply for license no
I
more.
just, when I had the old Model T Ford there,
You hit a girl
I
going to
had
work
a girl
one morning.
there at the cemetery.
What was the good place to hit her.
You hit her at the
You didn't
cemetery.
have far to go.
That's what happened before the camera.
But she ran out in front of you,
Yeah.
didn't she?
Was she on foot?
Uh-huh.
She run out from behind another car, and it was started raining, and she just wasn't looking, and she run right in front of me. And the only thing I could see was the head coming down.
Did it hurt her?
She said it didn't, but she left it the next morning.
She was living the next morning.
Limping.
Limping.
Limping. You see, our porch didn't have but 3 doors. So where the driver sat, you had to throw your leg over and crawl out. And I jumped out, and time she hit the ground. And it was right funny, they don't get thinking about it now. I picked her up and I said, "Are you hurt?" She said, "No, I'm not hurt, I'm not hurt." And I said, "Well, now I'll take you to the hospital, the doctor, call my doctor, or whatever you want to do." "No, that's okay, that's okay." Well, I had to get 3 men that she was talking with across the street, come over and help me rock that car and unlock it. You see, when I saw, I cut to the curbing and they locked the car up. And so after I got it unlocked, I got in, started, I drove 2 blocks. I got just like that, nervous, so got thinking I could have killed, you know. And so Papa and him not having but 1 eye, and I had taught Papa a little bit about driving. So I got him under the wheel, and we went on to work. I was all right that evening. But the next morning, when we passed the same place, she would have come limping a little bit on the left side, because it must have bumped her down, you know. But that woman, when I hit her, she was coming head down. Now how she got up there, I don't know.
Well, when you hit her, it knocked her feet out from under her.
Yeah.
But Papa hit a woman just at the other end of the cemetery.
Y'all liked that cemetery, didn't you?
Yeah, and Papa carried us to the hospital, had ambulance there, had x-rays made of her. Didn't even break her glasses.
I didn't know they had x-rays back in.
Huh?
I didn't know they had x-rays.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they is. I don't know what it was, how they done it back then, but Greater Hospital was just outside of this room, maybe a little longer when I was a boy.
That's all it
Now
was?
here's a 15-story building.
Yeah, it's about the size of this house.
Huh?
It was about the size of this
No,
house?
just this room.
Oh,
Yeah. Plug was operated there. Oh,
It was
when he a
15,
baby.
you said it was 15 stories high?
now it is.
Now.
Now it's 15.
Oh, it was just one building back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
One
a
room.
room.
Just
One room besides
Brady.
this one then.
You said Brady Hospital?
Yeah.
Brady.
Now you lived in Atlanta, didn't you?
I was
Yeah.
21
Born
when
and
I
He
raised
was
was
there.
born there in
You was
Atlanta.
born in Atlanta. You live over close to Grant Park?
No, I live on Strong Street Road, and further down you get, the stronger you was. And I live in
Smelling wise?
the last house.
The last house on Strong Street.
Main, it run into Main Street. And them people
Oh,
up
Walter
there.
quit telling the stories like that.
That's right, I'll take you up there, show you.
Well,
Main Street up there, people slept on iron beds, ate rock candy and stone cake, and
ask you a question in all sincerity. Was you living in Atlanta when you used to work at the funeral home, or when you delivered milk to the funeral home?
But yeah,
Tell Jeff about the story of you delivering milk to the funeral home.
oh, I was just a young boy, but I was old enough to deliver milk, you know.
Now this is true.
So, my brother, he helped me. He saved me as old as mine. It was his job, but I helped him. So he told me, says, you deliver 2 quarts of milk over there. So all you do, go up that platform, and when you get to the double doors, holler Mr. Burge, and he'll come and get them. Well, I took the milk. It was bottled, and they had pasteboard cap in the bottle. And so when I got up there, I found out there was a black casket right at the door. I said, Mr. Burge, Mr. Burge. He raised up out of that casket and said, boy, you old boy. I just, boom! I dropped that milk, boy, I tell you, I hit the road.
He was in the casket?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told my brother, I said,
He raised
if you want milk delivered, well, you better do it yourself. I ain't going back.
What about the time you was sitting with your friend and he sat up in the coffin? When he was hunchback and they had him strapped in and the straps broke.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, what?
Yeah, fun. He had what's it called, Air Force AM bomb. Dropped it. And they had put a rock on his stomach to help pull him down so they could close the casket. And he kept swelling. And directly that rock that rolled out, it full, boom. But there wasn't nobody there. They left.
Back then they used to set up all night long for 2 nights with people at their homes because they'd bring the casket to the house and they'd sit up all night at the house with the dead, and they were all sitting there and everything was kind of quiet and everything, and all of a sudden, who was it though that was strapped into the coffin because he was hunchback?
Oh, no, this here, what you thinking about, old Foster Hunter. He was an embalmer, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they had an old-time coffin down in the basement. And they was just sitting around with nothing to do. They said, I tell you what, let me paint you up with gold on your face. And you get in there and I'll get these 2 niggas over here in the barber shop to help bring the coffin up. One with a little old lamp, you know, and dark. So they went and got this nigga and took him down there, you know. So this is the box right here, we want up. They got up there and they was those coffins were the slide doors, you know. They were glass. You look down through the glass of everyone. And so when they started to come up these steps, by the time they got dropped, that door split. That guy raised up and said, what's going on? Niggas just dropped it. And the light killed him and it was sliding down. Down them steps, you know. He said, how that nigga ever got over that casket? He don't know, but that is them. That is them no more.
Did you go to school in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spears High School.
I finished up Tech High.
What school?
Tech High.
Tech High.
Yeah.
Is that where you went, Mom?
That's
No,
Georgia Tech
that's
High.
Boys College.
So you lived on that side of town where Georgia Tech is?
No, he didn't live
You
on
know
that
where,
side.
you know the Biltmore Hotel down Loudoun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I've done
Tree.
the grading for that building.
You done the grading for it.
Yeah, to the basement.
Ah. While you was going to school?
I was just out of school.
Just out of school.
Were you an
I was
engineer?
16 years old then.
Was you an engineer? I mean, was you going to college for what?
No, I went to Georgia Tech, went in the front door and I was done. It cost $300 for me to went to Georgia Tech, and that was a lot of money.
I bet it was.
Back then.
Cause I wasn't making but 22 cents an hour.
22 cents an hour?
And I went to Tech High at night. And then when I moved to Birmingham, I went to Woodlawn High at night. And I went 7 years of night school, missed one night.
Really?
Rain, sleet, snow.
That was the night, you was going to school then when that panther jumped out on you, right?
Oh, yeah.
A panther?
Yeah,
Yeah, tell him about that, Pop.
sure did.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta there, and it was the last streetcar that
That's on Moreland too, wasn't it?
Moreland Avenue.
Borland and Confetti.
Yeah, you know where we went, Richard?
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
And then I had to walk, I guess it was about 3/4 mile from the car line to where I live. You know the house I showed you the picture of, but
Yes.
it's about that distance from, where you got your license down to that house.
That's right.
And it was a hill pretty high on each side.
Still is.
And this boom was cast in the back of base that stood by shadow in front. Well, I'd heard this big cry 2 or 3 nights, and I was just telling Papa about it, and he said, oh, it's just imagination. So there ain't no wildcat, nothing like that. So that night, that wildcat said, no! He landed on the like shallow.
Man.
And I said, I straightened that cotton pig and rolled out. And when I got in there, I said, I saw it.
I said, what did you see?
Yeah, so quiet down now. What did you see? I said, I saw that wildcat tonight. No. So you imagine that. I said, I said, that thing was 6 foot long. A wildcat wasn't that long. A wildcat no look about like that, you know.
Huh.
And, but they killed it the next day.
They did, they shot him.
Yeah. They
Yes.
escaped from Grant Park and got over in those woods.
I believe the most fear I experienced was King Kong come out.
King Kong.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
And I saw it in the Cedar Theater in Atlanta, in Cedartown, Georgia. And I had to walk 11 miles out home down them dirt roads.
And you just knew King Kong was after
Well, you know, the thing would come in my mind, did they really was he really age that size? Did they grow like that? You know, seeing all that stuff in the movie and walking by yourself 11 miles at night, you'll experience, if you're just a kid, you know, you'll experience fear.
you. I've been afraid too.
Well,
Mom?
it wasn't no imagination to me when I told him I saw it that night.
That, you said that was the first time you ever got the key in the keyhole. the
Yeah.
first time.
Did,
I always had trouble getting the key in the lock, you know. I didn't that night. Boy, I just right there.
Did you meet Mom in Atlanta? Did you live in Atlanta too?
Yeah.
Where'd you live at?
Down the street from him.
On Stone Street or Strong Street?
No, he lived
On
on
Emmett.
Kennedy and Emmett, and I lived on Emmett, right around the corner.
did you go to school, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
I carried a book.
You did. Well, wasn't you a gallant little fella?
Yeah, gallant my foot. He knew a good looking woman when he saw her.
She had pretty long hair,
Tell me about your first date with her.
and our first date,
Yeah.
we got on a streetcar one night. It was cold, wind blowing, and we were going to Fox Theater. See us, picture there.
The rich folks went to the Fox
And
Theater.
I told, I said, it's too bad for us to be out. Oh, I just made up my mind. We're going. I said, all right, we'll go. Well, we got on the streetcar, we got up there, we rode 2 blocks past the place where it's supposed to go. And had to turn around, walk back, and then on Colorado Street, and then go up about 2 blocks. And I had a hole in my pocket. And I was walking up there one time, I hear something that blink, blink, blink. Well, I got up there and turned, but I just didn't have enough money to get the ticket. And when we got home, I had enough to get back to the house, because the streetcar fare was a nickel. I had a dime. I got on that, got home. So she was working at that time.
You wasn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I said to her, I said, I done spent all the money I have, and I'm a long way from home. I said, how about letting me have $1?
Y'all had done moved out of Stone Mountain,
Compared to that.
compared to that, you know,
And I
sold
said, let me have money enough to get a streetcar. I'm not going to do it.
Mom?
Cause,
I thought he was kidding.
and so I said, okay. So my grandmother lived catacombs from where we used to live, you know.
On the corner.
So I went over there and knocked on the door on the lawn. Who is that? It was Fat.
Fat?
And he called me Fat all the time. And he said, what do you want? I said, I want to get a night of lodging, what I want. So he opened the door and went in. I slept in bed with him. And so I said, by the way, well, I said, I don't have any money. I said, how about letting me have $5 payday? Said, my God, what do you want me to do? Give you a nice lodge and feed you, and now you want money. I said, yeah, I want $5. So he gave me let me have the $5. And so I walked out to get the streetcar to go to work. But in fact, she was there, and get on the
go to work at
go to work too, you know, and I paid up fare. She said, I thought you didn't have any money. I said, well, I borrowed $5. And she still didn't believe me. And so I paid him the $5 back, but it took me 2 weeks to do it.
So that was the beginning of a great marriage, huh?
Uh-huh.
How long did y'all date?
3 weeks.
As I said, we went to school together. And she was 12,
Oh, God.
12 or 13, something like that. and I was too, you see. And so we'd see one another every day for that goes. And then when we got 17, we hitched up.
You hitched
They
up.
hitched up.
When they got what?
17, they hitched up.
Oh. So y'all, you really liked each other since you was 13?
Yeah.
Well.
She liked the lost one.
Uh-oh.
She had, I think she had long blonde hair, hung way down to the waistline, you know. And I thought that was beautiful. And she come up with a bob there.
Did you cut it off?
Yeah. And that's when I backed out.
What? How come you wanted to cut your hair, Mom?
I just did
That was a style.
kids, girls started cutting their hair then. I just want to stay in style.
Hmm.
You like to lost your sweetheart too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Have you seen that tintype picture of Mother and Daddy when they first got married? I'll have to dig it out and show it to you.
I'd like to see the pictures of, you had got any pictures of you with long hair, Mom?
I don't remember, darling. but
Yeah,
I-
she got one it was in the group of the school pictures.
Oh, yeah.
That was one where you had your finger up your nose.
Yeah.
She had one coming down the slide board with a thing
Was Was it a sliding board? I thought she was standing in a group
I
picture.
don't know.
Yeah, I've got a picture of her when we were going David Street School.
Yeah,
The whole inside school.
yeah.
And I got that.
Yeah. What did your daddy do, Pop, for a
He
living?
was a cabinet, furniture builder.
He had his own business?
No,
Oh,
he worked for Ware Furniture Company. And then he went with the Southern Furniture Company. And then he left that and went with Colonel Tim.
Yeah, what was his name?
George
Durham.
Marin,
George Mary.
Goodwin Durham.
Goodwin Durham.
See, back in those days, they carried all the grandparents' names.
Yeah.
Ida, Sarah, Sally, Lou, Isa was Grandma Coley's name.
And
Effie Eleanor Grace was my mother's
Yeah.
name.
What about your mother? What was her name?
Florence.
Florence.
That was it.
Florence?
Uh-huh.
What was her maiden name?
Juanita's carrying her name.
Allen. Florence Allen Durham. That's where you got it.
Yeah.
Uncle John, his name is John William Andrew Durham. Uncle Ike was Isaac married. Isaac married Samuel Durham. And Papa, like this. So, and he had a brother named Joseph. And he had one sister. Her name was Sarah.
Yeah. How about your family, Mom? What was your daddy's name?
James Cornelius Coley.
James Cornelius Cole. What did he do for a living?
Worked at a lumber company.
He made the lumber that Pop's daddy used.
You know where Ronald Brothers on Merritt Street and North Avenue?
Rental Brothers?
Yeah. That's the first building business there in Atlanta.
Oh.
Was it Reynolds or Randall?
Randall.
Randall.
Randall Lumber.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing that.
Then the Coca-Cola Company, they built.
Right behind it, didn't it?
That was right off of Bankhead Avenue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola
Sure
was
was,
on this
Jim.
side of the road.
I remember Randall Lumber Company.
Did your mother work, Mom?
I don't know,
Yeah, her mother worked.
She worked in the fields.
She worked in a pickle factory there.
I did.
I did renting.
No.
the vinegar, pickle factory, on Main Street.
And Papa Coley made $37.50 a week, the most he ever made in his life.
Yeah.
And when Granny Coley died, she had over $5,000 in the bank and a home, and it paid for it.
Oh, that's good.
And any time you sit down that table, it was spread.
They put it out there, huh? Well, was either one of his daddies ever in the Ku Klux?
My daddy was.
He was?
My dad
And my oldest brother was.
he didn't believe in joining nothing.
He did.
He was Woodman of the World, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, when he was a young man.
My daddy was a woodman of the world.
Well, you know, y'all probably lived in Atlanta when my daddy lived up there. His family lived in Atlanta when he was about that age.
Sure enough.
Yeah.
Where did he live
I
at?
don't know exactly. He'd seen a story, but it was, I don't know, he was 10 or 11 years old.
My grandfather was killed right below where we used to live. He was a railroad engineer.
What was his name, your granddaddy?
Only thing I know is George Washington Allen.
George Washington Allen. Okay, that was on your mother. That was your mother's daddy?
He was going to, they went down Kennedy and they switched over some way or another. I don't remember how the line went, but the train turned over and the flywheel came down and hit him back of the neck, killed him.
Oh.
Now he's, it ain't but one George Allen that's buried in Oakland Cemetery, and we figured that was where he was buried. But now my grandmother is not buried there.
Where's she buried at?
She's buried in Oakland, but there's a different lot altogether.
What was her name?
She, Lizzie Elizabeth Hammett Allen.
Hammer.
Did she remarry
Hammy.
after your granddaddy died?
No.
Huh.
Lizzie Elizabeth. What was the other name?
Hammy?
Hammett.
Hammett.
Allen.
Was it Lizzie or did they just call her Lizzie for Elizabeth?
No, her name was Lily.
Lizzie Elizabeth.
Lily.
L-E.
Oh, Lily. I thought
Lily.
you said Lizzie. It's Lily Elizabeth.
Yeah, Lily Elizabeth.
How did Big Mama die, Pop?
Cancer.
How did Papa Durham die?
Well, Papa died with asthma.
Asthma.
They call it
Qatar.
Industrial disease.
industrial disease. He inhaled that dust and stuff, building furniture, the sand in it and everything. It didn't have mats then.
Well, I'm under the impression he had a grocery store.
Well, he did. He owned a grocery store.
Well, how did he work in the furniture business?
Well,
That's
that
when he
was
was younger,
younger.
sure.
That's when he retired. We went in the grocery business.
Well, how did Papa Durham? I mean, how did Papa Coley die, Mom?
Heart attack.
How did
Heart
Mama
attack.
Coley die?
Granny Coley?
Granny.
Cancer of the kidneys.
So both of your mothers died of cancer, and your daddy died of a heart attack, and your daddy died of asthma.
Well, yeah.
They didn't call it
Industrial
asthma.
disease.
I never will give Papa had a bad attack. We thought he was dying then. I was a young boy then.
I always believed
And,
Papa had
We
emphysema.
called a doctor named
Papa
Golden.
Durham.
Golden.
I think he
Come up
was
in a horse and buggy. And he come on in and said, well, Papa was raised up with him. when they were boys, you know. Here, George, what's in these toes? Well, I can't give it. Well, I know. Well, so and so, okay, so, I know. Papa said, John, if you know so damn much, do something for me. I never will get that.
Why don't you kids go in here and lay down and sleep? You got a crick in there, can you? I saw you over there rubbing your eyes. I knew then you was getting sleepy.
Got too much, I guess. We used to get 3 or 4 hours.
Bless its little old heart.
Well, let's see. So y'all lived in Atlanta when you got married,
Yeah.
and then you. How long did you stay there before you moved?
When I was 21, we there, and Juanita was about 2 years.
So she was born in Atlanta, Juanita was?
Yeah. We went to Birmingham, and we over in Birmingham, we got an orange crate, and we had meals on that orange crate. Took the mattress off the bed and go to the fireplace, slept on the floor.
Did you burn the bed?
Huh?
You burned the bed in the fireplace?
No, I
slept on the floor.
Bed
Oh.
off mattress, because it was so cold. We had a stove over there about 6 inches.
So we moved the mattress next to the fireplace and went to sleep.
And the coal that you got over there was so much iron in it that if you didn't keep it punched, it'd go out on you, and if you punch it, it'd go out.
How did you keep the darn stuff burning?
It was a mess over there.
Where did you work in Birmingham?
Continental Gym, there in Avondale.
So that's the first mill that you started to work at?
Yeah.
No, he worked in Atlanta at the same company.
They moved from Continental Atlanta to Continental in
Oh, they
Birmingham.
transferred you over there. What did
Yeah.
you do in the mill?
Yeah, they were going to see, they got Continental had 5 plants. And they want to consolidate all 5 plants in one.
Yeah.
That was going to be in Birmingham. So, Mama talked me into going to Birmingham instead of, I could have went to Dallas, Memphis, Prattville, let's see, what was it, Birmingham, Memphis,
Dallas.
Prattville.
No, Prattville's in Alabama. Right, close to Birmingham.
Was it Texas?
Dallas.
Oh, Dallas, Texas. Okay.
And so, Grandma, she decided with Mama that I'd rather for you to be close at home.
Yeah.
So, and the last words my grandmother ever said to me, she said, when I started to leave to go over, she said, now I want you to do one thing. I said, what's that, Grandma? She said, I want you to take train class, put it in your shoe. If anything happens, you'll have the money to come home on. And she said, I got the telegram on the 4th of July. And I had to wait till the next morning to go and borrow the money from the company to catch the train to go to Atlanta. And Mama was pregnant with Harry at the time, and I had to pay extra for Pullman, you know, for and Juanita. And she went on out to my oldest brother's house, Juanita.
Which was Uncle Harry?
Yeah.
Uncle Big Harry.
Yeah, and I stopped off in where grandmother was, and she just died. I guess in 10 minutes later I got there. I never did get a chance.
I talked to her.
No. She had a cerebral hemorrhage, just like Big Harry did.
Cerebral
It's the
hemorrhage.
leak drill.
Yeah. What did you do for the meal, for the
I was a toolmaker.
tool maker? So that's sort of how you got into the maintenance business for Archie Hoser Mill.
Yeah.
Machine shop. He
Yeah.
worked machine shop all his life.
See, I was, when I came here, I went, a machine shop foreman with Centennial Gas Company. When I left Birmingham,
Yeah.
they wanted a machine shop foreman down here at Centennial. Well, I came down here on Saturday and talked to school, made arrangements, I would accept the job. And I would work by the hour instead of straight time. Well, I told them, I said, I want to give the company I work with for the 16 years a week's notice. So he said, well, I'll marry you for that. So I went on back to Birmingham and put my notice in. And the president of the company came down and said, Bull, I understand you don't believe us. I said, that's right. And he said, well, I sure hate to see you leave. He said, but we just can't pay you anymore here. But he said, if them people don't treat you right, you don't have to say nothing but just catch your train and set your box down and go to work.
That's good.
I told him I appreciated that.
Yeah.
See, I was, I did a lot of the heat treating work for dyes, you know, anything come up with. But heat treating, hardening it, well, they wanted me to do that too. And I lost one dye of the 9 years I stayed over there with them.
What's a dye?
Well, that heat treating is supposed to be,
That's a punch. Punching out steel.
Yeah.
that heat treating is supposed to be a high paying job, wasn't it?
Yeah. They paid me $55 an hour. But I made arrangements, $75 an hour with Centennial.
Yeah. Did Mom work then?
Not then.
So after
No.
you got married, you quit work, huh?
Yeah.
That was a ruling.
That was your ruling.
That's right.
And you ruled the roost.
Well, now, Mother worked in a cracker factory.
Well, that was before we married.
Yeah, 'cause I remember, you know, I said that Jimmy's mother told me that she worked in a cracker factory in Atlanta, and I said, I bet you 2 to 1 it was the same factory.
Might have been.
'Cause I found out right before Mother passed away that she's told me that she worked in a cracker factory.
Yeah. She was working.
What was the
in
name of it?
What was the name of that factory, Mother? Do you remember?
Brock's Cracker Factory.
Blocks.
Block.
That's
Block,
exactly what,
That's
BLOCK.
it.
that's
Yeah.
what Mom Kemp told me.
Yeah.
Brock Cracker Factory.
So Mom Camp worked there too.
Yeah.
We didn't even know one another.
Claude and John, they worked with Nunley Candy Company. They roll the paper over stick candy, you know.
Yeah.
And old John, you know, you ever see them big stick candy
Yeah.
about that Old John got mad with an old boy and man, he picked up one of them sticks of candy, walked him across the head like killed him.
Instead of a sweet tooth, he had a sweet head, huh?
Yeah.
So Mom just stayed home and raised them young'uns.
Yeah,
Well, I guess she had to after she had them twin boys, didn't she?
yeah, gosh.
Well,
You had them all three of your babies at home, didn't you, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
I feel this way about it, that I think a woman's
It was raining the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what's wrong with the world today.
It was.
That's right.
That's what me and Nita said, that kid's gonna run the house and I do the other.
Yeah, that's where they ought to be. But the way it is now, a family can't live unless both parents work, and that makes
You know the
they're away
reason,
from home.
you know
and
the
kids
reason,
grow up.
Ricky, why they can't make a living
Why?
is because the stuff is so darn high now.
That's right.
Well, not only that, it's because they want a lot.
Yeah, they live high, fly high, they call
That's
it.
right. And they want to
They
give their
want a
kids
nice,
everything.
nice,
Different lifestyle.
they want a nice,
Well,
nice home.
The
Everything-
point is this,
and
what
it's
they
nice.
always said, if you bought a place, don't let your payment be no higher than you can pay for it, your payments in 1 week
Wages.
salary.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
And he said, you'll always be ahead.
And that's the only thing that I can ever remember you telling me and Ricky was never buy a house more than what he could pay for out of one paycheck.
Yeah,
That's right. And always try to pay cash for
everything
everything.
you bought.
Because granted,
Well, I didn't listen to that rule.
I didn't either.
Well, Mom, you said it was raining the day that Mama was born.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what day of the week she was born?
Let me see, sugar.
what?
The day that Juanita was born, it was raining.
It was January the 8th, I know, but do you remember what day of the week?
Oh, sure.
Friday, I think.
1925.
Oh,
I gotta
God.
put it on my window.
I know, but she said what day it was of the week.
Friday, I think.
Well, what about Harry and Harold? Tell me how that happened, because I remember you telling me that after the doctor delivered, Harry was the first one, wasn't he?
Right.
After Harry came, the doctor was fixing to leave, and what was that you said, don't you?
Woman there, she's a doctor, there's another one.
Coming.
I said, my God, doctor, he doesn't start, he doesn't know how to start.
Oh, God.
You mean the doctor didn't know you had twins?
No. And
Yeah.
I told him, the first trip I ever made, I dreamed it. I dreamed of Juanita before she was born. And I told everybody, and they didn't believe it. And when I went with Harry and Harold, the doctor then, I showed the doctor, I said, well, this kid's gonna have a twin. I said, now what will you take the case for? He said, $55. I said, okay, it's your job. But he didn't tell me I was gonna have to buy noodles and threads and ether and dolls and all of that other stuff that run back then about $30-some odd more, you know. And so when they was born there, he wasn't charging them more. He wanted to go up to $79. I said, wait a minute, dog. I said, you took the case for 65, and that's what you're going to get. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I said, I do.
They don't like to remember it when they wanting some more money, do they?
No.
And I went to the Alabama Cash Credit Corporation down in Birmingham and bought his money. And he was on the board of Woodlawn Bank there in Birmingham. And I gave him the check for that amount. And he says, I can't take it. I said, why? I said, you're on the board. over there. I said, I can go over there and get cash. He said, well, I'll take it, James. So I was,
He is hassling you.
Yeah.
yeah,
So Harry and Harold were born in Birmingham?
yeah.
How old were they when y'all moved to Columbus, to 1121 20th Street?
John and I just can't remember.
They're about 9 years old.
No?
About 9.
All
It-
of it.
Was it that house the first house you had in Columbus?
Yeah, it was the first house we moved to. We're living in now.
In 1936.
Was it in Birmingham?
Second, third day of January, of 1936.
And do you believe that we brought old Beauty on the train?
The dog?
Yeah.
That woman about 6 years old then. About 7 years old when y'all moved in it.
Uh-huh.
Is Birmingham,
They were born
Alabama?
They were
1929.
born 29.
That's
Yeah.
right, that'd make them 7 years old.
Pop? Was it in Birmingham, Alabama that Mother taught Jim Neighbors how to ride a bicycle?
Yeah.
He taught me.
Oh, he
He
taught
taught
you
Mom.
how to ride.
Yeah.
Could he sing back then?
Yeah.
He could?
I just,
You never did come to Birmingham, didn't you? Didn't you come to Birmingham?
no.
You and
she
your
wasn't-
mama?
She wasn't born, Mama.
No, I'm
When
just
you was-
41, Mom.
Huh?
I'm just 41.
I was
Oh,
thinking,
you're thinking of Bobby.
Aunt Bobby came with Aunt Jetty.
oh, yeah.
And both stayed every vacation with us.
She liked them
9
freebies.
years.
All right, then you moved to Columbus, and you went to work for Archery Hosiery Mill.
No.
No.
No?
St. James Gin Company.
Again?
No,
Worked with them for 2 years down there.
Oh, it was
And
Communal
then
Gym that
I
you.
went to Archie.
Oh.
Why did you go to Archery Mill? They just offer you better?
No.
No, Swoop, he was president of St. James, and he drank. And he gave me an order to do, and I told him that to turn the journal like he wanted it, they couldn't find parents to fit it. If you do what I tell you, I said, okay. So I had men turn the journal out on the shaft, you know, for his side. Then Swoop sobered up, and he said, I didn't tell you to turn that for their side, because they couldn't find the baron. I told him then, I said, well, you're drinking pretty heavy. Well, that's my business. I said, well, I won't tell you my business. You better get another man on the job, because I'm leaving.
Huh.
I picked up my toolbox, carried it on my shoulder, and out I went.
And how long did it take you to get a job at Archery?
no, he went to
And
work the next week.
I left him down there.
Because Uncle Lynn was the vice president up there, wasn't he?
No, he was a bookkeeper then.
Oh, he was?
No,
That was Aunt Layton's husband.
Uh-huh.
what happened there, I left him down there on Friday, and I went to work with Archie on Monday.
So you
Well,
got
he left a
another weekend.
$95 a week job and went to an $18 a week job.
Law.
$18 a week at Archery?
Is that right, Pop?
Right.
A $90 a week job to an $18 a week job?
Yeah.
Mercy me. That was a major cut, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I want to tell you
Major
one
cut
thing,
was.
a satisfied mind is worth more
That's right.
than money.
Yeah, it is.
I agree. Ricky left a $70,000 a year job.
For nothing.
That's a major cut, Mom.
Yeah.
Well, there's one thing about it is, If you're not satisfied on the job, that's a headache.
That's right. It'll tear your health down too.
It'll always be a
That's right.
headache if you're not
It's
satisfied
just
with it.
like it was when I left Archie and went to the St. Francis Hospital. I wasn't satisfied up there.
No, you
That's
wasn't.
the reason I told the man, I'm gonna be just as nice to you as you was to me. What do you mean? I'm getting this job back to you. If I want to be a homesick, I went to Strathmore.
Cause every time somebody died up there, they'd call for water to take them down to the basement.
Yeah, Pop couldn't handle that, could he?
It didn't happen with me, I'll tell you that. But it happened just before I went to work with up there. There's a man from the old home, and he died, but they brought him up there for Dr. pronouncing dead. Well, that's Nathan, big old Nathan in there, he just wrapped threw the sheet over him, you know, and tucked it up under him on one side, and the other side was hanging on the floor. As he was going down to the morgue with it, the sheet got wrapped around the wheel and threw the old man out on the floor.
Oh no.
He said, Lord God, said, somebody come and help me. Get that man back up here on this table. Well, I had 3 deaths in one night up there, and I had one that I had to put in the cooler. And I was sick.
Yeah, I bet you was.
Clean the kitchen
Ricky, would you like coffee for your dessert?
Yes, ma'am. Our coffee will be fine.
Well, Pop, tell me what you thought about that old rascal sitting over there in that chair when he come calling on your daughter.
His boy neighbor came in and said, the chicken want to talk to you. I thought he wanted to borrow some money, you know, to get back out to the boat. He said, I want to been going with one of them now, and she loves me and I love her, and I want to get married. I said, I ain't got a daughter to give away.
Aww.
But they sneaked around, got married anyway.
Oh, baloney. Don't you handle that stuff.
Yeah.
You was 3 sheets in the wind right at the wedding.
Like Laying and them kept on acting, and they helped you get Juanita.
I know, Aunt Lee and them, I went down in the valley to help them find them love vines they're talking about I never heard of before.
Y'all
Her and,
married down at her house, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
On 15.
15th Avenue, got us
Uncle Lynn gave her away, or Uncle Elsa?
Yeah, Uncle Lynn.
Uncle Lynn gave her away.
Yeah.
How come you didn't give away, Pop?
He just like he told Jimmy, he didn't have a daughter to give away. He's gonna stand to his word.
And Uncle Lynn and Uncle Harry and Uncle Claude all got in a giving match. Uncle Harry gave me a $20 bill. Uncle Claude had just married us, and he gave me a $10 bill. And Uncle Lynn let me have a 41 Ford, which then was like a new car, and
Made arrangements in the hotel.
had the arrangements made in the hotel, bridal suite by Granny's.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't get rooms then during the war, and so him being now he become the vice president of the company the week before we got married. He went to Washington, D.C. and got the life of a knitting machine changed from 16 years to 11 years. I remember that just as well. He saved the company $500,000 in income tax.
Yeah, for depreciation.
That's right.
Yeah. It's 7 years now.
Yeah.
What they do down at Archer Hosiery Mill during the war?
They built flat curtains and,
Made parachutes.
Parachutes, eye shields.
Eye shields.
and flat curtains.
Flat curtains
What's
and
a
also
flat curtain?
harnesses,
I don't know,
what is, airplane used for jumping out?
Parachuters.
Parachute.
Yeah. Harnesses for 'em.
Yeah.
The flat curtain is a curtain that hung around the pilots on fighters and bombers, around the gunners and stuff. That
Keep that
Well,
shrapnel.
flat would keep the flat, was a protective shield for the personnel and bombers, fighters.
They use airplanes for planes shooting at it. They could show that flat curtain around.
Yeah.
And he's protected. And when they dropped that bomb in Iwo Jima,
Uh-huh.
Archer's flat curtain was there. I've got some of the steel and bullets at the house and eye shield that we made up there. And I was going to get one of the flat curtains up there, but it's a doggone heavy, everything with it. I guess 90 some odd pounds.
I brought a 20 millimeter round back, come from a P-38 fighter plane, but I don't know whatever happened to that round of ammunition. It come right down through an apple tree right next to me.
A steel jacket won't penetrate through that steel that they use.
That's what they needed steel?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, they bought that steel from some other company.
Yeah, but they knitted it into those things.
Oh, yeah.
And no, it was sold.
So,
in that.
yeah.
Actually, it's best I can remember in my mind, it's 12 down, long ways. And I believe it was 10 this way.
Yeah, 10 by 12 mesh.
Yeah, and it was a canvas, went over that steel, and each one of that piece of steel is, I'd say, is 4 by 8. And it's so each one of them is sewed around.
Yeah.
Real thin. And it was hung so it would give when flak would come in on you or a bullet.
Yeah. Well, how long did you work for archery?
33 years.
33 years.
And 2 weeks after he left that mill, there was 2 employees left there. They give them $5,000 severance pay apiece. They didn't give him nothing.
Why did they give them $5,000?
Because I left 1 week ahead of schedule.
Did you know that?
No,
No, he didn't know
No,
they
they
was gonna
didn't
give
know
him
that.
servants to pay.
they didn't tell me.
Archie was closing down.
See, I was working on give a week's notice there.
Did you go back and ask her for it?
No,
Oh, I wouldn't
he
have.
wasn't begging to give it to him.
I figured that if they could live with it, I can live without it. I made it before.
Huh.
Yeah, but you worked for nothing for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured it up one time and now I made 20 cents an hour for the hours that I put in.
I know, I don't run, my patients, Nita and me slept where their dining room is.
Yeah.
That was our bedroom. And the phone was right where it is now.
Huh.
And they'd be calling 2 o'clock in the morning. Rain, sleet, whatever it was doing. Pop, take off up after the mill.
Walking.
Walk. Up there and back, up there and back. Work till all hours of the night before they would get home. Get up all hours of the morning to go up there. Shoot, I bet you the average putting in
Been a lot of them, they never would have done it, would they?
14 hours a day. No, ma'am, I wouldn't have done it. I'll tell you that. Not if I could
War
find something.
fell work 3 days a night, never come home.
Huh. They have a place to sleep there?
No,
You was working.
you was working, darn.
Huh.
Mama packed parachutes there, didn't she?
No.
What'd you
No.
do?
I made the gargles.
I
Addie.
shields.
And worked in the
And
finishing
we
department.
worked in the finishing department making hoses.
I got orders.
Harold worked there most of his life.
I got
And
orders
Harry
up there on Friday
Harry worked there.
Harry worked in the shipping
to
department.
Oh, yeah,
transport
that's right.
And
What?
then Dennis worked up there.
uh,
Larry worked up there.
department downstairs. And the other department I had to punch up. Be ready to go, probably go to work on Monday. I had 16, maybe 1, 2, 3. 3 45 machines and tables. I had to put down and line up, wire in the motors and all, and then move inspection tables. I had 18 of them. I had to put it all downstairs and get everything lined up for me to go to work on Monday.
Done back in, he did scratch
Boy.
his leg and on his stomach.
Took a lot to get that done,
Like
didn't it?
about that wide
Yeah,
on his leg.
I worked there every night
About
doing
this
it.
long. Where his shorts had rubbed him yet. Those pull-up shorts he don't like. And he said, he got up this morning at 3 o'clock and took a shower.
Who?
Pop?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
He did it, put a burn him and it hurt him so
Why
bad.
did he put them on?
Well, that's all he had to put on right then. I don't know why he put them on.
You mean you don't have any more boxer shorts, Daddy?
He don't like boxer shorts.
He used to, that's all he wore.
I like them buttons.
He likes the ones that snaps on the front knee. He can't find them.
I got it, I'll get him some. I know where to get them now. My daughter found them for me.
Oh, good.
I'll get
Where
him
the
some.
snap, you know?
Yeah,
That's all Ricky and Daddy wears.
yeah. I found, Cricket finally found them. I told her if she could find them to please get her daddy some.
Them things
I
pull
hope
up
they'll
and
have
pull
them
down,
here.
but
You got them
Yes,
at
but the
Sears,
bird-
I think, Charles.
Yeah, tell him about it, Pop. That's
That
the way I
brace is
feel.
as red as those,
If
those,
they don't have them, Sears
those
have one here.
vices they have.
If J.C. Penney's don't have them, Sears has them here.
Well, Sears didn't have
It
one
was,
there.
oh,
when
it
I
was
went.
Penny's we bought.
Yeah.
I bought Ricky two pair and Debbie two pair
Right.
for Christmas.
Um, let's see.
Yeah.
What else we need to ask?
Huh?
What else we need to ask?
I don't know.
Ricky,
Let's-
I tell you.
How old were the kids? I mean, when Uncle Harry, did Harry go on the service and Harold at the same time?
Uh-huh.
They did?
Yeah.
Did they only went to the 11th grade and that was graduation, right?
No, Harold
Graduated.
finished.
I know, but I'm saying back then you only went 11 years and that was graduation, right?
Right.
Did Uncle Harry graduate or did he quit school?
No, he quit.
He quit
quit.
school.
Harold had eaten down and drank the sweet milk.
To gain weight.
He gained weight.
Sweet
And then
milk
he was a
banana.
little joint.
Well, how did he wind up from
from Archie Hosiery Mill to Connect's Dairies.
He,
He still lives.
Yeah, I know he's still at
He's been
Connect's,
about 27 years there.
but how did he wind up at Connect's Dairies?
Well, that's what
He
he
did
did.
that for the job and he got it.
When Archie Holder Mill closed, honey.
Oh,
he was a knitter at Archie. He made good money there.
You get less out of Connects when he leaves than you did out of
Archie.
Yeah.
I never will forget Harold
He
and
just works
Harry.
now half a day.
When they was up there in Memphis, Tennessee, they taking inventory. But Harold, he was doing the writing, you know. And there's superior officer came with his superior officer, check out the golf club and balls, you know. He said, we're checking inventory now. He said, well, you didn't change it. Harold good jumped up, threw the buckle down on the table. But if you want to change, you change it yourself.
That sounds like him.
Yeah.
And he just flew over and just like that, you know. And so when he got the clubs and everything, they went out. And so when it came back in, check it in, and they called Harold out. He said, now Harold, he said, I'm going to talk to you just like the Daddy would talk to you. He said, you know, he said, I can give you the grade for talking like you did. And he said, that was my superior officer that I was with. Harold said, it didn't make any difference to me who you was with. He goes, wait a minute now. But I'm talking, and don't interrupt me when I'm talking. He said, next time anything like that happens up, he said, I'll put you in the break. So, Harold Harry said, I was shaking in my boots over there for Bubba. And I thought they was going to court for it.
Uncle Harold is like dynamite in a little bitty package.
Yeah. When he gets bad.
Harold said that when he got up there, two great big tall guys in their company. And they everywhere they went, they took Harold with them. Took him by the hand, you know, and lead him around. Then they'd go in them rough places up there, drink beer and stuff like that. They give him milk. And then they get in a fight up there. They one of them pick him up and set him up high on something, you know. They said, son, you stay up here. We don't want you to get in it. So, boy, when they hit him, they'd go. You know.
Well, okay, Pop, you had Uncle B. Carey was the oldest in your family, right? And then there was Uncle Claude.
When I'm living, that we'll say it that way.
No, I'm talking about when y'all. I'm trying to.
When you always boys.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out your brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah.
All right, you had Uncle B. Carey was the oldest boy.
Right.
Then Uncle Claude.
Right.
Then Aunt Lillian.
Right.
And then you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the baby. And now Uncle B. Carey is dead.
Right.
All right, Uncle Claude's 91.
Yeah.
He'll be 92, 14 years old.
Where's he live at now?
Griffin,
Listen, no.
Griffin, Georgia.
He's in a nursing home now, Jen.
That's in Griffin, Edge Griffin.
Yeah.
And Uncle Claude's the one that has been married to 5 women
Yeah.
and
I
buried
guess
all of them, but
I
his
guess it's
last
5 husbands to me. I couldn't keep up with them.
4 of them. That was Esther May, Francis,
First.
and Anna, and now Francis again. He had children by them all.
Yeah. All right, and Aunt Lee was married to Uncle Uncle L.C. No, Uncle Lynn.
Yeah,
And they had Marion and L.C.
yeah.
Well, Uncle Lynn was L.C. Hicks Senior, honey,
Mr. Groover.
and
Yeah,
L.C.
Mr. and Mr.
Junior was your first cousin.
But you're looking at,
I mean, Mama's first daughter, you're
got
second.
sense.
Uh-huh.
That's me.
The Durham has got sense.
I ain't gonna marry him.
He better not.
You must have got that sense knocked into you when you used to box. Didn't you used to box?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Atlanta.
In Atlanta at school?
Uh, I started calling by name.
Did you box
He was a
professional?
boxer.
No, he wasn't a professional
No,
boxer.
I want a professional.
Just an amateur.
I boxed with Jay Gold, Greek, Italian.
Well, y'all didn't wear gloves either, did you? Y'all wear boxing gloves?
Yeah, they were.
Little bitty thin
Yeah.
ones?
Well, I carried black eyes. Both of them at once.
Let's see what
I
else you
took
used
my
to do
face
too.
and I just mauled them going to school.
Pop said he got in there with a Jew one time, and he said he just beat the tar out of that Jew with his face.
Beat the tar out of that G's
With his
hand,
face,
with his
yeah.
fist, yeah. Did well, let's see. What else did he used to do? What kind of sports did you do?
I was used to
Oh, you used to wrestle.
wrestle, play baseball. I was going out for football one time, about 14, I think.
Yeah, they said they already had football.
They
Didn't
like broke my cotton face and that, and I got out of there.
they tell you they already had a football. They didn't need to use you.
I think all that team hit my neck. Boy, when I got to get my breath, I said, this is not for me.
Well, tell me about the time when you had a chance to buy into the Coca-Cola stock. How many shares was it for a nickel? Huh?
500 shares for $300.
And Mom wouldn't let you.
My mother,
Oh, your mother wouldn't let you.
yeah.
Boy, you just think you'd have been a millionaire today.
And I had to cash money to buy them.
Man.
And then I turned around and bought my food.
That's
Well,
good.
today, those 500 shares, it's about $65 a share today, but they would have split 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
By then, it would be worth about $500,000.
That's just about right.
About a half maybe.
Yeah, about
That's right.
$500,000 today.
Ain't much.
It ain't much.
It's $500,000 more than you got.
I'd be up about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true
Are you
too.
serious?
Well, what, Joe?
Gotta be at the hospital tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock.
Oh, gosh.
I could have told you to be early.
Well, they first said about 8:30.
Are you gonna be ready for it in the morning, Mom?
I guess I'll have to be, Joe.
What time you gotta take your medicine?
Well, you didn't ask them what about the medicine.
Yes. You take your medicine in the morning just like you've been taking it. Nothing after 12 o'clock tonight. Nothing to eat,
I
nothing to
know
drink.
that.
So they're gonna strip you
Oh,
naked in the
they
morning?
didn't say you can't go to the bathroom after 12 o'clock.
What's that, Lee?
Because I get up 3 in
It's
the morning.
just that you can't eat or drink anything, Mother.
So they gonna strip you naked and put you in that little sexy nightgown in the morning?
Yeah, I
with you?
guess so, darling. I thought, you know what I thought they was gonna do?
What?
Would just take my blouse and brassiere off. And that'd be it.
Well, that'd be too easy and simple.
The nurse told me, says, you're gonna have to strip.
Yeah, they're gonna put you in that little sexy nightgown with your
Yeah.
hiney a flapping in the breeze.
Say, listen, tell them I refuse from shaving him.
I don't think they'll do
I
that.
then my breast ain't that far down.
I bet it didn't either.
Y'all are making Jeff blush.
He embarrasses pretty easy. So law of gravity hadn't got that far, huh?
No,
And like Papa Coley told me that his old man was in a voluntary caving. They kept pulling the hide up, pulling the hide up. Boy, said, you must have been in an accident, Daddy. You got a big gag there. He said, if you turn that skin loose, that you have me shaved all over.
Oh, man. Well, Mom, is Pop the only boyfriend you ever had?
yeah.
Really?
Well, sure, if they've been dating
Boy.
since I was 12 years old.
Boy, we run around with Pop. He thought he'd get going with me, but he didn't get to his old Ralph Ward, you know.
Yeah.
Who?
Ralph Ward.
Ralph Ward.
Uh-huh.
Huh. You wouldn't give him time of day, would
He
you?
was about as tall as Jeff.